and welcome. This is Briony Rose Smith live in the Forbidden Library, and today we're starting it. We're starting our Dirt and Dirt campaign together. These are all my dice that we're gonna use. Yeah. I also added a dice bot to the Discord so that we can, roll dice that are bigger than these dice. Because I don't have any D100s in here or anything, so... It's a reindeer, yeah. I am temporarily a reindeer. Or just dressed up as one. Who knows? But hello, everyone! Thank you so much for coming! VOD Gang, obviously, is always welcome. But this whole idea kind of leans on the idea of having some people in chat. So thank you for turning up today. I assume you're here because you saw the trailer. I will be playing as a player, Rose, the human Warlock. And I have dice. Got Rubik's Cube. That'll do. That'll do. We can just, like, finish the Rubik's Cube and assign a number to each color and boom, you have a dice. Or you could break the Rubik's Cube and have many, many d6s. Remind me that I need to work on writing my campaign. Who needs to write a campaign? Just go in and see what happens. I have an idea for an overarching. There is an overarching idea to this whole thing, but it's mostly going to be driven by what the fuck you guys want me to do. So let me just go through. Hello, Normal says Phantom from VOD. Hello from the past. I'll be at work, so sadly we'll have to check out the VOD. If anyone wants to run with my invent toilet paper idea, feel free. Invent modern plumbing while you're at it. Woo! Hello to Hermit Gamer. Hello Jay. Hello Lucas. Hello Howdy. Hello Exnam. Hello me hurt. Yes, you are. I saw your comment. You are welcome to take notes on how this goes, by all means. Hi, Sweetie. Hi, Prio. Hi, Paper. Hi, Jake. Did I say Jake? I don't know. I think that's everyone. I think I got everyone there. D. We'll have to leave for Swedish classes soon, but we'll stick around a bit to see how this first adventure goes. Yeah, we're already on our second life. So one of the reasons that I thought it would be a good idea to have you guys is... Obviously, D&D is built for parties, not for single players, so I am likely to die. And therefore, having a respawn ability would be very useful. But you guys you can complicate things for me if I die too much, or maybe even give me a boon because I'm dying too much. That's up to you guys. If you have ideas, you can throw them out. If there's a lot of you saying ideas at the same time, what I will do is I'll put up a vote, and then we'll just go with whatever's voted the first. Tears of Reindeer. Got my mini dice to keep me company. Yay! Don't dice, Rubik's Cube. Reminded me that I need to work on your campaign. Yeah. Is this level 1? Yes, it's level 1. I expect to die a lot, but that is the way of the level 1s. I'm going to balance it out probably by maybe finding some nicer loot. We'll see how we go. Let me roll for my response real quick. Is this homebrew or using a published adventure? This is homebrew. Like I said, I have some ideas, but it's mostly going to be driven by you guys. And I will just be making it up as we go along. Let's go glamping. I mean, that's a potential idea, my dear patron. Man, I roll crit fails 24/7. Better not transfer to you. I do. I rolled a 1, so you're a poopy head. Thanks, Lucas. So, let's set the scene, shall we? So this thing in the left here, this thing, is called the one-page solo engine. It is a wonderful, wonderful tool that I kind of need to move, actually, so I can see you guys and it at the same time. There we go. That is mostly going to be the way we're going to keep this all going. So let's set the scene, shall we? Let's just do it by a player action story. So, Rose awakes on the cave floor after her first death. What did you miss? Not much, just some explanation. After her first death, her new patron is excited about her adventures to come and assigns her the task of Okay, so are we going with that I have to invent plumbing? Because if we do, so I'll give you an idea. One of the things, what I did for the playtest when I did the Patreon stream was that I had you guys assign me to find 3 treasures in the Goblin Cave. We are currently in the Goblin Cave. So we're in a dungeon, technically, right now, so we can go in. Sure, let's go with Super Mario. Also, is this something we can get involved in? You are my patron. I am a Warlock. So as my patron, you can tell me to do things, and if I don't do them, then you can take power away from me, potentially. So that's kind of how it works for us. So, I saw you rolling dice on Discord. Yeah, I was just testing it. Work your charms. My charms? What charms? I fell down, and I died. So it seems that plumbing is the way. What's the app on the left? This is the one-page solo engine. There is a link to it in the Discord. Task, don't die again. Okay. They assign her the difficult task of not dying again and convince the goblins the wonders of modern plumbing. And if they reject it, then they shall be sacrificed to its greatness. Brony has L Riz and her... Actually, my Riz is technically very good because I'm a Warlock, therefore I worked on my charisma stat. My charisma stat is the best stat we've got. Also, your Christmas stat is pretty cute. Whoever made that model deserves an Oscar. It's the same model, it's just got some added extras attached to it. Same model, as usual. And invent modern plumbing. Let's do a little intelligence roll to see if she can figure out what the fuck you guys mean by modern plumbing. Apparently it's a nat... She knows what modern plumbing is. She has every idea what modern plumbing is. Oh my god. For some reason, Rose knows exactly what modern plumbing is. Maybe her patron gave her the knowledge, or maybe it has been an idea she has thought on before, but now she must draw. She doesn't even have any abilities that would help with. She's got leatherworking. She's good at leatherworking, but she ain't. I should have taken blacksmithing, goddammit. She was actually thinking of inventing it for years already, she was. Chat decided to upload 10,000 years of history of plumbing into her brain. Whereas apparently it has a red cat with a letter M written. Da 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 da. Plans. And one patron asked if she could convince a goblin of it. Maybe she could hire some help in making this plumbing system. Okay, so let's go into the dungeon. Leatherworking, money, capital for plumbing, I see. Can't believe we got a nat 20 off the bat. Yay! Okay, so like I said, we're in a dungeon. So let's go into the dungeon, see if we can find a goblin, make friends with it, and become plumbing bros. Let's go. Dungeon, room, we're already in there. So it's a typical area. There are hostile enemies. I'm gonna say one enemy, because I don't know. How many enemies are there? Should we roll the dice for it? Let's go for a d4. That's the lowest dice we've got. Well, technically not. We have coins. We have Pokemon coins. Technically, we could use as d2s. A d6? You want me to face 6 goblins potentially? In the playtest, I faced 1 goblin At 1/6 challenge rating, I died. But patron has said, it's a 1. Heads is 0 enemies, tails is 100 enemies. No. The dice are on my side. Roll a d6 and another d6 to see how many is neutral. Only if it's the rules as written. Some additional S6, and there's something valuable in this room. Let me get my loot tables up. There are so many cool loot tables I have now. Would you like... I have artifacts locked away to protect the public as a loot table. Heart-wrenching answers to I loot the body. What's in their pockets? I'm gonna say for something valuable, interesting trinkets and minor magic items. But we'll roll that after we've talked to the goblin. Well, let me get the goblin's stat block up for myself. So because it obviously went a bit badly last time, I have a challenge rating 0 goblin because that's all I can take. Because I am weak. Okay. We are cruel gods, but fate is on your side this time. Imagine the valuable is just a it could be a plunger. It could be a plunger or wrench or something like that. So I'm going to... Rose encounters one goblin at a crossroad. As the goblin goes to make a move, Rose puts her hands up and says she means no harm. Summon Minecraft Steve. I can't summon Minecraft Steve. The goblin is making a foul-smelling liquid in a copper cauldron bubble. No! I've had that in a game paper. No. No. So I'm gonna roll a little bit of... I don't have persuasion. I have +5 in intimidation, but that's not gonna help me. I do have... Well, it's gonna have to be a straight charisma roll, which is a +3. So let's just go with that. It's a 6! That's not good! Let's have a look at the goblin. The goblin's charisma is -1, so I mean, if let's do like contested charisma then. Yeah, the goblin's like, nope, I don't believe a word you're saying. Elriz, absolute Elriz. Charisma's my best stat, bro. Did we even establish how goblins actually operate in this world? The hermit game, I don't think I'm gonna be going that deep. This is just a cave of goblins. I don't particularly know. I'd love to have a conversation with one and find out, but I don't think that's gonna happen. The goblin hisses and spits and charges at Rose. Maybe she said something bad in goblin language. Fuck-a-doodle. Here comes some combat already. So let's get a d20 for the goblin. Goblin d20. He's not allowed the d20 that the goblin yesterday had. He can have this d20. Okay, roll for initiative. Mine is the rainbow. He's the thingy. So I have 18 initiative. He has 6 initiative. Which, yeah, he's got not much, so. And I have +2 initiative, so I have like 20 initiative. So I'm going first. Ha ha ha. Now, can I get an attack off before he gets to me? I'm gonna just go yes or no. Can Rose get a ranged attack before the enemy gets in melee range. Okay. No! No! I can't. Boo. The goblin is too fast. See, now, there's one really big problem with Eldritch Blast right now, is that you need to make a ranged attack roll to use it. So, I'm going to be rolling at disadvantage if the goblin... Yes, the goblin. Very, very, very important. If the goblin is too close to me. So, I don't think I can really use Eldritch Blast right now. And none of my other spells are actually, you know, good in a fight. Because I decided to take a lot of utility for some reason. Because I thought that was a good idea. So what we're doing is attempting to stab it with a dagger. Because that's all we have. That's all I have to my name right now. Both things are true, but still awful. You accidentally said in Goblin that his mother smelled of elderberries and his father was a goat. Then shank the goblin with the dagger. That's exactly what we're doing, Prio. So we should have a +4 to that. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, yeah. Because it's initiative. No, proficiency bonus. And my dex is what I'm adding. So it's +4. And his armor class is only 9. So we have hit. We have hit, we have hit, we have hit. Wonderful. So let's write this down. Briony, no, not Briony. Rose attacks first, managing to stab at the goblin. Goblin's health. So I need to make an attack roll, which is 1d4 + 2. Let me get a d4. Where are my d4s? I swear the d4s know that they're the most disliked dice because they are evil to stand on. Which makes... I found the d4. There it is. So 1d4 + 2. 1, 2, 3. So we did 3 damage to him. He has... I'm gonna give him a little bit more hit points than that. This is a challenge rating 0 goblin because I want to, you know, survive. So I'm gonna give him double the HP that's on it, but that is 3 out of 6 HP is what he's at. Just so we can keep track. The goblin screeches and attacks back with a scimitar attack. Scimitar. Attacking with a dagger, you say? Sounds like a princess to me. Professional shanker, indubitably. Absolutely worse than Legos. I don't have a game about playing Santa. One murder a day keeps the red clothes burglar with a sack away. So let's see what he rolls. This is the goblin's dice. He rolled a 17! What a bitch. Okay, fine, you hit me. There's no way, like, my AC is only 12, so yeah, that hits. So he's got, dealing 1d6 slashing damage. This could fucking hurt. This could really hurt. Okay, he's just dealing 1. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We just take a like slight scratch to the face is all. So we're down to 9 HP. The scimitar lightly slashes Rose as she goes to return the attack. Okay, roll again. It's a 6, which I think his AC was pretty low, so we should be okay. His AC's 9, so what was I adding to it? 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just about. I skip a light slashes. Hi, folks, welcome. So yeah, we've just about hit him. So 1d4 plus 2. 1, 2, 3. Literally just. We've taken down the goblin. She returns the attack with fervor and defeats the goblin. Da 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 da! I did it. Does it have XP on the stat block? That's a whole 10 XP. I need 300 to level up. We don't have to do XP. We could do level ups when and where, but why not? Since I don't have to share with anyone. I was told there was a girl with bad luck playing D&D. Probably staying for a bit though. No worries. Yeah, she actually managed to do it. Good combat. Hopefully, killing this goblin won't come to bite you in the butt. Hopefully not. Killed a goblin. Especially if I'm trying to recruit these goblins to help me out with the plumbing. Okay, there was apparently a valuable item in here, so I think we're allowed to roll the D100 and see what we get from that. TTRPG. Let me just, this is why I put it in the Discord, is so that I can roll the higher numbers on there. So 10. What's the 10th one? A tiny pebble that inexplicably weighs 20 pounds. Does Miss Rose even notice this tiny pebble that inexplicably weighs 20 pounds? Perception check. No. Is that a 1? That is a 1. That is a 1. That is an actual crit fail. She stubs her toe on the tiny rock that inexplicably weighs 20 pounds. And loses a HP for it. Because that's what happens. Owie. Looking around for loot, Rose stubs her toe on a small rock that is harder and heavier than she ever expected. And it hurt. Sad face. Rose found the tungsten rock and takes 1 damage from it. Hello, Stella. Welcome. Thank you. I just put some accessories on for Christmas. This rock is cured. This rock is cured me of my mortality. Small rock in the size of a large rock. Small rock in the weight of a large rock. So the other thing it said, there was multiple exits, something valuable, which we just tripped on. Should we check the goblin's pockets? It's literally just VTube Studio and pinning stuff to the model. That's all it is. My nose is technically a bauble. The bow, if you want to know where that's from, there is a link in the streaming assets on my Discord. And the rest of it is Catboy merch. I hate when I stumble on some dark mat. So let's have a look what's in the goblin's pockets as well. We might find something useful there. So Roll D80. So that was a button on your nose. It's... Oh, I... Did that not slash... D... There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. 45. So what we found in his pockets. Notes on how to alchemy up a cure to a disease unfinished. Oh no. Goblin. Sorry, I'm writing some like other notes as well, so this is stuff I want to remember going on. Had cure disease notes unfinished. So this goblin might have been trying to find a cure to a disease for someone. Click the brininess, self-destruct. No! Also, should have to upload some Christmas emotes as well. That's a good point. I should do that. Okay, so, dear patrons, do I still have to find a goblin who... I tried to tell a goblin about the marvels of modern plumbing, which I'm so happy to be validated on for the first time in so long. But do I have to... No, get on your way. Okay. I keep seeing Maiden popping up in my notifications. And I keep thinking, someone wants to talk to me. So, yeah, okay. Disease are fruits made by ineffective plumbing. He would have appreciated our efforts. So I still need to go find a goblin. I'm good still. I don't need anything. Okay, fine. We'll go further into the dungeon and we'll see if we can find a goblin that will listen to us. Okay, another typical area. It's a dead end. So we'll say we've gone left from the fork we were just in. Let me somewhat write this down. So here's the room I died in. Here's the room I fought the goblin in. And then I've turned left and it's a dead end. And there are hostile enemies. So let's roll the d6 to see how many. You could disguise yourself as a goblin? I could. That's a good point. There are 4 goblins in this room. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior? Modern plumbing. Right. Rose turns left at the crossroads and enters a bedroom with 4 goblins. One is in the bed sickly because if we're not going to use that plot point, what's the point? The others look worried. With Rose coming in, Rose quickly uses prestidigitation to clean the blood from her clothes. Before once again attempting her sales pitch on modern plumbing. There is a vacancy now. Yes, we need to do better on the Riz roll this time. A 5 is not great. It's not wonderful. 5, 6. So that brings us to 8. And there's 4 goblins. So one of them might believe me. Let's see. Goblin number 1 absolutely believes me. That's a crit fail. That goblin is so in on the idea of modern plumbing. He thinks it's the shit. So let me... Gobbo 1. In. He's in. He's in. He's in. Goblin number 2 is like, what the fuck? Why don't you just poop outside? There's a 14. You can't see very well. I'm trying to... There we go. 14. So goblin number 2, not so much. 2, 14. Oh my god, yes! And you can't even say I'm cheating. It's just, come on. But it's another crit fail. No, it's a 7. It's a 7. It's a 7. It's not a crit fail. It's a 7. So, I mean, what is their actual multiplier on the thingy? Because that could still be... What did I roll? 5? So I did an 8? Let me write down 8. 8. So they have to beat an 8 to, like, not be on my side. They do get a -1, so that one's in as well. Goblin 3 is like, yeah, that sounds okay. I mean, I can see the benefits. And if Goblin 4 fails, then we can peer pressure Goblin 2 into believing us. Gets rid of shit. Yeah, exactly. Oh, fuck. That's a big number. Oh, God, it's 2v2. Goblin 4 rolled a 19. So, 2 of them, one of them's so in, though. That one that's in I'm not gonna make this up. We're gonna let the Oracle decide. I can't control everything. That's no fun. So, let's do it even. Is the goblin that crit failed the one in the bed? The sickly one. The one in the bed. Yes, it is. Goblin in the bed is so convinced of the wonders of modern plumbing that they preach to the others about how it will help them and how it will help them get better and how it will help them avoid becoming sick. One is listening. The other is not. The other 2 are not sure. But when the sickly goblin asks as a last wish to have modern plumbing installed in the cave, they have no choice but to agree. Sorry, my tea's getting cold. I need to finish it. Okie dokie. Alright, gonna dip. Have a good one, Bri. Thank you for coming to Help Me Gamer. Come back next time, dear patron. Okie dokie. So now we should probably name these goblins before we carry on, otherwise it's gonna be confusing. So let's go get some goblin names. NPCs. Okay, is there just a name generator in this app? Misk. Just take our names? Okay, if you want. So we're gonna have... Since you're the one who volunteered your names, Miharu, you are the sickly goblin. Mihau, sick goblin. Then we're gonna have Paper, the believing goblin. Then we're gonna have Lucas, the disagreeable goblin. Sorry, physically writing these down. And then we're gonna have, even though they just left, Hermit, the really disagreeable goblin. You talk for a while about what you will need. The first thing would be paper and plans. Also, dear patrons, I did what you told me, and I got some goblins on my side to make modern plumbing. I get a reward. Okay, it has a reward. I don't know what, but maybe stat. Maybe stat. Maybe proficiency. Maybe, or maybe there's a random table of boons that we could roll. Flip a coin. You get more riz, that's charisma. My title's being changed from Gremlin to Goblin. That's a promotion or demotion. I think it's like a kobold look as big as the same thing. Flip a coin. If heads, I get reward. If tails, I don't get reward. That was barely a flip. That was a shitty flip. Also, like, trying to flip on camera is... Tails, I don't get a reward. Boo. Goblins give you their holy dish that will give you a new ability. Maybe. Bane instead of reward. Make it funny. I'm gonna roll the d4 to which goblin goes out to go get stuff for me. 4. Hermit, the goblin, tries to leave to get you some items. But Rose remembers that just out of this area is the dead body of their friend. Rose quickly tells Hermit to stay and look after me. I'm just gonna shorten to me. And she will go to town and buy some supplies. Okay, we're gonna have to do a check on that, I think, because obviously it's very suspicious that she's oh no, it's fine! It's fine! Please don't go out there. This is fine. I will go out And it'll be fine. It'll be fine. No, she's not sending the sick one. I'm just sending myself. So let's do a roll. I've got a 17, so 18, 19. That's a 20 on a persuasion roll, so that's pretty good. So what's his insight on that? 11. And I don't think the goblins really have insight, so... insight is a wisdom check, so we'll just have a look at what the goblin's wisdom is. Wisdom's -1, so yeah, he's a... Oh, okay, yeah, I mean, I guess the human village would have more stuff. I guess that would be fine. Hermit believes Rose's story and stays as she heads back to deal with the body. The first thing she tries to do is lift the body so she can take it outside the cave and bury or burn it. She's not sure. So let's do a strength check. Can we lift up the body? So I have a +0 on strength. Strength is not my forte. Nope, that's not my dice. That's not my dice. This is my dice. Ha 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 ha! 18! With much effort, Rose manages to pick up the goblin. Luckily, as a human, she is much larger than it. Much larger than it. So that probably helped. She looks left and right to make sure she isn't spotted before sneaking away. So, well, that means we've got some stealth checks and stuff. Briony's actually the same height since she's so short compared to the average human. Yes, but it's not Briony playing, is it? It's Rose. It's fine. It's fine. Rose is taller. So we'll do a perception roll. Apparently I'm just rolling really well today because that's an 18. So she looks around. She doesn't see anything, and that's fine. And then she's going to roll stealth specifically. That's a 7, 8, 9. So we've got a 9 for stealth. So if anyone does come out, they have to roll against that to see me doing anything. She successfully gets the goblin out of the room. I mean, as a punishment, you can start taking height off her. If you want. I don't know if that's something a patron can change. A patron can change their person's physical appearance, so you could make her short. She's probably short, but I don't know if she's that short. I don't know if she's goblin short. Goblin short's like 3 foot. If she's short, she's probably at least, I don't know, 5 foot nothing at the very least. Out of the cave. Trade offer. For every inch she loses, she gains a stat. So she basically becomes a halfling, is what you're saying. How many inches are there in a foot again? Let me check. That is a tempting offer. Just taller than a halfling gnome. Inches in a foot. There's 12 inches to a foot. She could go down to 4 foot and get 12 stats. Are you sure about this? As she is leaving, I'd happily kept 4 foot. Her patrons give her a strange offer. All right, five for stat. That makes more sense. That's more balanced in general. They say they will give her extra power. Any non-charisma stat. Oh, but can't I just pump charisma to a stupid amount? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be amazing if I just had the best charisma stat on the planet? If she gives up how tall she is. Rose is 5 foot tall. Not even that tall. Even we can't fix your lack of room. Maybe. But Rose guesses she can sacrifice a bit for a bit of power. She is curious how this bond works anyway. She agrees to give up 5 inches of height. Making her 4 foot 6. No. 4 foot 7. Sadly, this happens while she is carrying the goblin. And it is sudden. She and the goblin corpse tumble to the ground. Oh my gosh. So yeah, you guys just gave me a stat up. Thank you, my dear patrons. What shall I put that in then? Let's put it in... I could probably use the intelligence. We're probably going to need a few intelligence rolls in order to, you know, make... I made intelligence my dump stat, guys. You're welcome. You ain't using that height anyway. So, yeah, let's stick it in intelligence. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to change this bugging thing. There we go. There we go. There we go. Get it. Dude, in my spreadsheet, I now have a +0 on an intelligence rather than a -1, so that's wonderful. I'm probably gonna have to re-roll that strength now. So let's re-roll carrying the body. I mean, that's a 15. That's not terrible. I wonder what IRL Brownie traded. Yeah, well, no, intelligence isn't my IRL dump stat. My IRL dump stat is constitution. So yeah, strength is +0, so that's a 15. That's still enough. But it's more of a struggle. Rose recovers, feeling a little smarter. However, still the same strength. She struggles with the goblin this time, dragging it along the floor and into the forest. After getting it a little away from the path, she pulls out her handy dandy shovel. As you can see, I do actually have a shovel in my inventory, and starts to dig a grave. I didn't think I'd be digging a grave in my first session, but here we are. You got it reversed. She traded luck to get more height. This is her upgraded height already. I don't know, my luck's been great. I don't know about you. Work smarter, not harder, but this time it's debatable. Okie dokie. So, does anything happen while we're digging this grave? Let's click this random event button. What happens? Something gets taken, and it's something like equipment. Does that mean my shovel maybe gets broken? Does anyone stumble across the rose? That's what I was thinking when pressing this button. Something gets taken, mystical, involving equipment. So something of my equipment gets stolen during this. Or maybe my shovel breaks, one or the other. Probably something gets stolen. Is the goblin really dead? Is the goblin gonna pop up and try, like, attack me again? The hole opens up and eats the shovel. Or do we, like, dig into something? The goblin was pretending all along. The goblin awakens. He ain't dead. I know, right? He grabs the shovel and steals it from Rose, brandishing it and spitting curses at her. So we'll say he revived at 1 HP. Combat! Goblin got revived by the holes. It's dirt holes. This is a superior toilet. Not for us. We will be giving it modern plumbing, whether they like it or not. Shit. Initiative, I guess. 18. 19. I still beat it in initiative, so I guess it got the surprise round by stealing my shovel from me. I probably should have taken away its weapons. I didn't. The rival patron holes versus toilets. Must be a barbarian class. He got them saving rolls. He did. He saving rolled back to thingy. Rose attempts to talk him down. Talk him down. Tells him about the sickly goblin. Last wish to install plumbing into the goblin cave. The goblin does not believe you. Does not believe Rose, not you. Rose. And the battle is inevitable. So Rose attacks. Persuasion roll with disadvantage, you reckon? We can give it a go. So we got an 8 on that one, which I doubt is enough. 8, 9, 10, 11. It's not enough. He's pissed because I've already killed him once. As I would make it a really hard one there. It would have to be at least like 18, 19, 20 for that to work. Okay, so I guess I've got no choice. We do have some distance for once in my life, so we could use Eldritch Blast. 9. Let me get my spell book. Spell book. Eldritch Blast. What is my spell attack? My spell attack is +5 because 3 for charisma and 2 for proficiency, I believe. So that definitely hits. I can say that much because that takes it up to 14, and that definitely hits. And on a hit, the target takes 1d10 force damage. So let's do that. That's poor bastard only has 1 HP left. But apparently that's all I'm doing to him is 1 HP. So 1 force damage. The goblin was barely standing anyway. Anyway, so the blast. Is the blast shaped like anything or just a blast? Considered any flourish? Maybe it could be shaped like a rose flower because of her name. Barely standing anyway. Standing anyway. The blast knocks him back down. And Rose, though reluctant, pulls out her dagger and attacks again to make sure he stays down this time. Double tap, double tap, double tap. With the goblin actually maybe hopefully dead, Rose continues to dig her hole and slips the body in. Now let's see if anything happens while we're filling it back up. Random event. Seek a faction. Oh no. I think we're being caught. I think seek a faction means that the goblin faction is picking her up. So maybe the really disagreeable goblin, hermit, emerges. Yeah, they were wondering what the noise emerges from the bushes, having come to look around and found a blood trail. Rose tells him she's just doing some gardening as she quickens her shoveling to hopefully cover the goblin before he can be seen. Right, let's roll some persuasion again. Disadvantage. It's just some gardening! Convince them that you found them like this. Disadvantage. Fine, we'll do it at disadvantage. Persuasion at disadvantage. Oh! This could have been a crit success. This could have been a crit success. But no, you gave me disadvantage, so it's a fucking 3. 4, 5, 6. It's a 6. He ain't believing shit. He ain't believing shit. Oh lordy. Oh lordy. Should we make Hermit a slightly tougher goblin? I feel like he's a bit chunkier, you know? I don't know why. Hermit does not believe a word out of Rose's mouth. He hasn't. Since the start. He's been sure she was a swindler from the moment she tried to sell her modern plumbing. Why can't everyone just poop in the woods? Poop in the woods like normal people. He draws his dagger and demands an explanation. There's Chunky, he's dead. Fate may be nice, but Chet counterbalance with its cruel jokes. What kind of relationship did he have with the goblin in the ground? Well, it doesn't really matter what he had the relationship with the goblin in the ground. But the thing is, this goblin's been suspicious of Rose since she walked in, because this is the goblin that rolled a 19 on her persuasion check. So he's kinda suspicious about us. To be fair, we aren't lying about the plummet. We're not lying, no. Let's give it another potential persuasion check of, look, we really just want to help people. It might have to be deception, though, because she did come into the Goblin Cave wanting to prove herself as a knight originally, but then you guys appeared. So, yeah, she's been sus on the thing. Mr. Hermit likes poop buried in the woods. He shall be buried alongside in the woods. Yes, that's how Mr. Hermit likes it. And I feel so bad for using his name when he left a while ago, but who cares? Let's see. That's a 4. Yeah, he did. Rose does her best to explain that she really just wants to help. And even goes into pointing out that goblins are a lot smarter than people give them credit for. And if they came out with such a revolutionary invention as modern plumbing, then the rest of the world would take them more seriously. Hermit has none of it, though. He doesn't care what the rest of the world thinks of them. They only care about helping me. Rose gives one final. Rose asks what me has. Okay, let's have a look what this Brony's moments are goblins are dum-dums with no insight and -1 intelligence. They do have -1 intelligence, but apparently this one does not. So let me go to... There was something in Misk's that was interesting for this. So there's 100 diseases. So let's roll the disease to see what this goblin actually has. So /roll D100. Goblin wants to eat food, poop in the woods, sleep. Simple as. Exactly. Exactly. That's what they want. 92. We're going to do a bit of scrolling. 92. Green-skinned death. This disease causes the unfortunate afflicted bones to decay inside their bodies, becoming brittle and snapping with regular usage and movement. The one telltale sign is the afflicted skin develops a pale green hue from the decay. The most common forms of death from this ailment are high blood toxicity and internal bleeding from a bone shard, rupturing a vital organ. Hermit spits at Rose the details of Me's disease. Is that why goblins are green? So why this goblin green? That their skin had turned more green. That they found it hard to move. That bones seemed to break easily. I highly doubt that Rose has any idea what this is, but I'm gonna let her roll a medicine check anyway to see if she's heard of this. No, 12, 13. It sounds bad, and it might be something that cure disease, some kind of cure disease spell or cure disease potion might be able to deal with. Rose does not know what disease that is, but says there may be clerics that could help, or potions. She admits that modern plumbing isn't the way, but yeah, we're definitely not going Goblin Slayer anime. I would rather die than do those kind of goblins in here. Fuck that shit. But she may be able to find someone who can deal with it and bring them back. Right, did you know the man who laid the foundation for modern waste disposal and the study of epidemics is named Jon Snow? Really? That's true? Wild. Okay, I need to do one more thing. How mad is he that I killed one of the people that was trying to help? Will Hermit take the offer? No. Hermit does not take the offer and brandishes their scimitar at Rose. So we are going into combat, but I think we might retreat for this one. If Rose can just outrun him, which she probably can. Warlock. What's their speed? So we said the Hermit's a bit of a bigger goblin, so you can be the 1d8. So 30 foot speed. I have 30 foot speed also, I believe. Can't make plumbing omelette without breaking a few goblin eggs. Well, I'm thinking if she can run back to town, 1, she can get, like, stuff to actually help her make the plumbing. 2, she might be able to come back with healing stuff as much as Hermit doesn't believe her. It's true that she could help with that, and that would get the goblin's trust. Therefore, it's probably best if we literally just run our butts back to town. So I'm just gonna run my butt off. That's gonna be my plan. We're gonna run away. We're gonna do some dashing, and he's gonna do some dashing, and eventually I suppose he'll stop because he's gonna end up getting into, like, human guard territory. So let's do that. Rose packs. Rose takes her shovel and runs. Hermit hot on her heels. Give Rove temporary speed boost in exchange for losing 5 inch for a day. Only for a day? I can get taller again after today if I just take that? Okay. Her patrons offer a speed boost to help her. If she gives up more of her height for the day. She has no idea why they want her small, but it would be best to get out of here. You are a generous crusader. She takes it. She takes the temporary speed boost. Her much shorter legs somehow running faster. She makes it back to town before she can even realize it. And Hermit is left in the dust. Goblin wedding. No goblin weddings. We're back in our hometown. The guards at the entrance to the town almost stop Rose as she comes in. But eventually they realize who she is. She is just shorter. They are surprised to see her. Happy, but surprised. She heads directly over to the potion shop. Let me just write some notes down. I feel like if I don't write some stuff down. So, Hermit is mad. Me has 94 disease. 92 disease. Quest to get healing for Goblin Trust. Okay. I guess if Rose is good at leatherworking, I'm going to assume her family is in the crafting district, so she might even know the potion maker. They're very good at, like I said, leatherworking, so they make saddles, they make armor, They make bits of leather for straps and belts, and that's what her family is good at. Who wants to be the potion shop owner? Howdy! You're not in this yet, so we're gonna have Howdy, the potion shop owner. Howdy, the shop owner, is confused at first when he sees her, but then is relieved. Rose, my girl! He greets her. Wasn't sure you'd be back. I wasn't sure either. In fact, yeah, it doesn't matter. Do you have any cure disease potions? She asks, not wanting to explain. Her first death. And I'm former consumer, now potion seller. Yes, cannot handle your strongest potions. Not wanting to explain her first death and her newfound status as a warlock. You didn't pick anything strange up. In that goblin cave, did you? He asked, concerned. No, I need it for something else. She waved her hands. Well, now we ask the Oracle. Even. Does Howdy have a potion of cure disease? Yes! Yes! Howdy turns and pulls out a yellow misty potion. This will cure pretty much anything. But it is a bit expensive, though. How much is a cure disease potion normally? Let's do some Googling. D&D cure disease potion. Potion of cure disease. Second edition, it was 750 gold. I actually don't know if it even exists in 5e. D&D Beyond. Potion of Vitality. No, that's not what we want. Elixir of Health sounds good. But it was 750 gold in second edition, and I would expect it to be like 500 gold, to be honest. Like, healthcare is expensive, bro. Rose cringed. Lay it on me. I might take it down a little bit. I don't want my world to have super expensive healthcare, but 100 gold is still really bad considering I have to... 100 gold. Rose looked into her meager wallet. I may have to get back to you. Thought so. Howdy places the bottle back on the shelf. Now, I don't know what adventure you have had, but he turns to talk to Rose again, but she's gone. Well, talking to her didn't work before. Won't now. The next stop for healing would be a temple. Inside were kind clerics who may do it for free, but will most likely want, what's the word? Donations for services like this. Okay. Let me see if I have, like, a potential temple one. Town, factions, inns, names, market stalls, rumors, secret societies, tavern names. I would like a potential temple. Sea events, city events. Hello, cool skeleton, welcome. Misk. Who's this temple to? I need a random D&D god. Random, not fandom. Random D&D god. Go. Roll up a deity, perchance generate. Fuck it. Roll up a deity. Da, 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 da. Oh, if you're here to point out spelling, it's not gonna go well. A god of water? Are we at a dock? I mean, I never thought about where it was, so maybe it's the bitch queen of the sea. D&D god of the sea. What was her name? Umberly! Yeah, fuck it, it can be Umberly. I know about Umberly. Bitch queen of the sea. The temple to Umberly could be found in the docks area of the town. It wasn't a big temple, but given that the docks were the heart of the town, it was very revered. Rose enters the temple and finds a holy man to talk to. So let's see. How successful? How many clerics are free? About 4. Rose sees 4 clerics milling about. Seems to be a slow day. So she wanders over to one and greets them. Who is this? Who is this NPC? This NPC is an annoying and helpful NPC. Yes, okay. Slash roll. Let's roll a D100. Let's see what we get. So 39. Okay, it can't be a dragon who obsessively reorganizes her massive hoard and can't talk till it's done. I wasted 500 years organizing by value, but now I'm thinking I should order by material type. No, but we can do something similar. The cleric. The cleric. Eric is a dragonborn who is sorting books at a bookshelf. The book's titles all refer to Umberlee and her stories. Hello! I would like to see if anyone could help me cure a disease? She questions. The Dragonborn waves her away. Shoo, I'm sorting. Okay. Is there anyone else that can help me? Let's use the NPC generator here. She points to a rather strange man. His robes are dirty and a little torn. So just check in. He is slouching and gives off a unexpected age or origin. Interesting. I'm going for outlaw as like an identity thing of he's like, he doesn't really fit in. And gives off an idea that the last thing you would imagine him in is priest robes, but here he is. Even if that is the only thing Rose had ever seen him in. She goes up and greets them in the same way. And what do you need cure disease for, Missy? He asks. Chewing on a toothpick. Should have saved Howdy's name for this, because to me it's basically Boot Hill from Honkai Star Rail as a priest. Rose thinks a bit before telling him, before admitting that she wants to cure a goblin. Because she wants the goblin's trust. And why do you need the goblin's trust? Missy. I don't appreciate being called Missy. I am Miss Rose. Anyway, it's to invent modern plumbing. He stares. I know it doesn't make sense. I have stupid voices from across the cosmos telling me to do things that don't make sense. I thought modern plumbing was a good idea, but they wanted the goblins to help. I have no idea why. She cried. We ain't stupid, we're just big-brained. You cannot exercise that easily, Rose. Here's a good sales pitch. Better plumbing means cleaner water. What do you think, priest? Rose cries. She's been through a lot today. And the priest has no idea what to do with this crying short woman. We just want to help advance their world and the health of the people. Good plumbing is essential for that. So, you got resurrected by weird text voice thingies. And now you do what they want. 'Cause yeah. Yeah, basically. They also offered me power for my height. I'll be taller tomorrow. Ah. The confused priest goes over to talk to a few others. One of which Rose knows. It's the head priest here. I think he knows everyone in town. Including her and her family. He was in the middle of something, but rushes over when he's told. Rose! He stares. Who wants to be our outcast? Mr. Skell? We could call him Mr. Skell after you, skeleton. Yeah. Skell just told me about what happened. You're alive! You should thank these other beings. What do you mean? Well, we did try to talk you out. This night stuff, didn't we? Yeah. You know why. You know why. 'Cause my family is cursed with bad luck. I repeated. I didn't think it was. But apparently I was not... my death was not the only one like it in my family. So most of my family didn't adventure. It was safer. Because normally things like my death happened. But I wanted to be a knight, goddammit. That was just getting big. I just wanted to put it in here before it disappeared. So he wants to be the old guy that we know, Sunny. Sunny. So the head priest is called Sunny. Sunny, the head priest, nods his head. If you could, you should keep these. If you wish to continue, keep these voices on side. They may not be the glorious. It sounds like. They are not the glorious Umberly, but they are keeping you safe. Count your blessings. And Skell, help her with what she needs. We're all just glad you're okay. Skell size. You're weird. Missy Rose. It'll do. Rose nods and asks Skell if he is able to cast Cure Disease. What spell level is like Cure Disease or the... I think Heal is the spell. D&D Heal. I think Heal's the actual Cure Disease. Lesser Restoration seems to be the best spell for it. Okay, so let's have a look. Lesser Restoration. Lesser Restoration, 5e. It's a second level spell. So he doesn't have to be that high level of a cleric, does he? Let me get my player handbook to see how high level this guy needs to be in order to have Lesser Restoration. Touch a creature and either can end either one disease or a condition afflicting it. Yes, so that works. Big D&D book. Cleric. Skelly. I think Skelly's a former pirate, you know. Not Bard. That is what I'm playing on Wednesdays. Rogue Ranger EB. Should be after Bard though, because it's a C. Cleric. So Cleric gets second level spells at level 3. So he's at least a 3rd level cleric that will happen to have the spell I need. So if I... restoration will do the job. He told her, lead the way. Glad to get out of the stuffy temple anyway. Okay, now I need to generate a character. NPC party member. Now Rose isn't alone. Let's generate a character for this. Character generator D&D 5e. We can tweak it next week as to what the actual one we're going to use. Fast characters. I'll put this website in the streaming assets channel again, so if anyone needs to use it, it's there. If anyone's wanting to run their own or anything like that, there it is. Also, welcome, Muck Turtle. Okay, so we want we want class, we want a cleric. I don't know much about clerics, but I'm gonna go life domain because I want him to heal. He's gonna be 3rd level. I think he's a human and he's an outlaw of some kind, so I'm gonna put pirate. There we go, because he's definitely a former pirate. Create the character! Cool. So this is my boy Skell. Could be a storm cleric because he's a pirate. That's a good point. He could be a storm cleric. Let's go back and change that. As long as he can get I don't have storm cleric on here. We've got life, light, trickery, and war, unfortunately, on this generator we're using, so I'm just gonna go life for now. Like I said, I might spend some time off stream building him properly if he's going to become a main character. But for now we have this. Yeah, he's got lesser reservation at level 2. Wonderful. Okay. So I'm going to do a pacing move. NPC takes action. How does the NPC take action? Rose and Skell make their way back to the Goblin cave. You warn him that there was a goblin called Hermit who was kinda angry because he thought she was sus. She neglects to mention the dead goblin. He nods and agrees. To try sneak in with you if the two of and agrees to try sneak in with Rose. Not you. Not you. I'm always saying you. I mean Rose. Rose, not you. Rose. He also agrees to try sneaking with Rose if the two of them can heal the goblin before Hermit catches them. Then they can state their case better. So, stealth rolls for the two of us. So they're both very shit stealth rolls. Oh, lordy. where did you last see us, me? You'll have to let me know what your last thing was, and I'll try to catch up from there. Fairly move. The two of you sneak. Sneak terribly. The change in height for Rose makes her a little more uncoordinated than usual. And Scale just isn't used to it. He said he never did get his land legs back. Makes sense, so a former pirate and a failed knight can't do stealth. Indeed. The two of you find Hermit, eyes dead on you as you enter. Ironically, he is guarding the same crossroad as where you killed the first, as where Rose, not you, Rose killed the first goblin. Rose tells Skell to go left at the first opportunity, and you will distract Hermit. He agrees with the plan. Rose knows no words will distract, stop the combat that is about to take place. I was missing parts throughout, so it's hard to say. A general recap will be helpful for anyone joining now. I just want to know what you're doing now. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're attempting to sneak back into the Goblin Cave to go heal me, the sickly goblin. I went to the temple where I spoke to a cleric called Sel, who I ended up confessing. Well, Rose ended up confessing the whole coming back to life and having a patron thing. Skell did not know how to deal with that, so Skell went to the head priest. The head priest came rushing over and was like, Rose, you're alive! And revealed about Rose's family being cursed with bad luck. Every time they go into a dungeon or try to adventure, they die instantly. However, called them me is like naming a character you. However, Rose has come back, so the head priest was like, you should actually thank those voices you've got and that patron you've got, because you would not have come back without them. You should stay on their good side. And told Skell to help us in what we needed. So we're sneaking back into the Goblin Cave to heal the sickly goblin and hopefully get the goblin's help, goblin's trust, and then we will proceed on inventing modern plumbing. That is a summary of about where we are right now. However, one of the goblins really didn't like us, so that is Hermit here. Hermit rolled really well on our original persuasion check, so has been really sus with us from the moment. So this is our big clash with Hermit. So Hermit is going to be one of the levels of the goblins that actually managed to murder us. So let's do initiative. But let's do initiative for Skell as well. So I can give him like a number of turns and then he can return to help me. So let's do that dice. I need dice that are better to see on screen. That's what I'm doing. Which means I need to buy more dice. So that's gonna be Scal. That's me, and that's the Goblin. I can't keep them on the screen. That was an 11. That was an 11. I knocked it. So we got 7, 11, 17. Skell is on it. So Skell's got the highest initiative. So Skell will be going first. Let me just write some stuff down though, so this can go as smooth as physically possible. So Skell's initiative is actually -1, but he did roll a 17, so it will go Skell, then me, and then Rose, then Hermit. So does Skell has Cure Wounds. Let me just get a little thing up for his spell book. I have my spell book, but I need one for him now. Plus name Skell. He is a human. He is a cleric. He is a life domain cleric, and he is 3rd level. He's a lot stronger than I am. Clerics are wisdom based, yes? I think so. Wisdom is +3, and his proficiency modifier is +2, and his is gonna be blue colored. Okay. Save. So Skell is gonna have... Yep, it's already given me the basic shit. So he's got Cure Wounds. Because I already have a bit of an injury, as Skell is gonna go past, before he leaves, he's gonna give me a Cure Wounds, which is gonna give me 1d8 plus 3 of my health back, which is gonna be enough to give me full health going into this. But I would like to get a D8 out just in case I want to use it again. No, not that D8. I want a different D8. This D8. This D8 works. Full health. Whoop whoop. So Skell gets me to full health before we start the fight. And then he will disengage and run next turn. Okay. So now it is my turn! The dude is at a distance. So I can, in fact, roll Eldritch Blast. Let's go. The bread and butter that you guys have given me. Eldritch Blast. So, spell attack roll. Not great. That's 3 plus 5, that's 8. And I've made him a slightly harder goblin. He's our boss fight for today. So let me make sure I'm on the correct goblin. Yeah. So 8. Oh, he actually has armor? Fudge. I didn't hit him. Combat begins, and Skell pokes Rose, healing her up to full health. She attempts to blast magic, but still isn't that good. And the blast goes wide. Hermit charges in. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Hermit can do some ranged attacks also. Hermit returns the range attack with his slingshot. And he rolls 3, plus 3 to hit, so that'll be 6. I don't think that hits me either. But his attack also goes wide. So we're back up to Skell again. Skell hugs the left wall and makes a move to turn left. he manages to sneak to get to the corner. Rose tries again with her magic, hoping to keep attention off Skell. So we roll to attack again. That's an 18! Heck yes, we hit. We fucking hit with that. The so Eldritch Blast is 1d10. So how well do we hit? If she ever tried to fight us, we could just decrease her height. Again, not that it would affect combat, but it would be funny. Please don't. I feel like this campaign would end with Rose fighting us as revenge for what we made her do. Maybe. She's been told to be nicer to you by her village elders, though. So she's managed to do 10 damage. Fuck. That's a big hit. How much health does he have? He does have 11 health, so that takes up most of his health. The blast. The blast hits dead on and knocks Hermit back. It burns his skin and he looks enraged. Is he? Oh no, is he a barbarian? Is he a barbarian? Maybe this is a whole cave of barbarians, considering the other one got up. 1 out of 11 HP left. Oh goddamn. It's Hermit's turn. It's Hermit's turn. It's Hermit's turn. It's Hermit's turn. It's Hermit's... I don't have barbarian things on this stat block I'm using. But... I'm just gonna have a very quick look at what rage... I've never played a barbarian, so I'm just gonna get my player's handbook out a minute, and I'm just going to add some potential extra bonuses to what clearly is a fucking barbarian that I don't want to fight, but here we are. So what does rage actually do? You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. When you make a melee weapon attack using strength, you gain bonus to the damage roll that increases as you gain levels. Okay, so he gets a +2 rage damage bonus at the moment. When you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, and he has resistance to my dagger, which is gonna be shit. Okay, let's go. And he has 1 HP. 1 HP. 1 HP. 1 HP. Let's go. Right. So he's attacking now. He hits an 8. He'll be going in with a scimitar at 8, 9, 10, 11, which I actually don't think is enough. Yeah, my AC is 12. My sheet says 13 though. I don't know why it says 13, it should be 12. Hermit charges in. Yeah. But he is wobbly from the damage and his rage. His swing goes wide. But Rose has successfully drawn his attention. Skell is gone. The next turn. Down the passage. And because he took a turn and didn't do any damage. His rage actually wears off now, doesn't it? It only lasts if you can do damage each turn, isn't it? Let me double check. I guess I never actually played a barbarian before. You were able to cast spells. You can't cast them or concentrate on them while raging. Your rage lasts for 1 minute, ends early if you are knocked unconscious or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage since then. Oh, so he has attacked us, technically. He's missed, but he has attacked us, so technically he's okay. He doesn't end early. So this is 1 turn of rage. So let me just put the thing on because he can only last 6 turns. Hopefully he's dead in 6 turns, but you know. But that also means, you know, he gets the resistance to damage. What mechanically does resistance to damage look like? I need to double check that rule as well. D&D damage. I'm pretty sure it's like half damage resistance. Damage resistance. I've already realized. Yeah, halved. So I'm gonna be doing half damage on my dagger. Not that it matters. He has 1 HP left. Rose pulls her dagger out and attacks. Okay, so that's a 13. So that'd be +4 because of proficiency and all that. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, which is plenty to hit. Absolutely plenty to hit. And like I said, he's only got 1 HP. He's down, but we're gonna roll it anyway. 2, 3, 4, so that does 4 damage and attacks. Hermit was barely standing, and the slash against his chest takes him to the ground. Rose pants at her 2nd successful win. Yay! That was the same level as the one in my test game that killed me. So that's wonderful. What XP is that? That is 25 XP for that one. So I'm going to write that down on my thingy. So that's 25. So 35 XP so far. Okay. And at that, we're going to end the session. So next session, I'm going to add some extra notes onto this for myself. Next session, catching up with Skell, healing me, and dealing with consequences. So if you want to be able to keep up with this and you want to like read the notes each week to refresh where we're up to, the best way you can do that is to follow the Patreon. You don't have to do it with money because you can follow the Patreon in a free way. And I'm gonna press. There's an export button on this, and I can literally export it as text. And then after the stream is over, I will post it on Patreon, and you'll be able to read through it whenever you guys want. So like I said, check out the Patreon. If you want the link to the Patreon, you can put !Patreon, and you will be able to get the link to my Patreon. And like I said, give it a follow, and you will be able to take a look at the notes whenever you want. So I'm just gonna do notes. Sorry, I'm just making a file and saving it properly. But that was that. I really hope you enjoyed it. Obviously this was a very experimental stream. If there's anything you think I could improve about it, be it the camera, the information you guys have, That would be a pretty interesting pact. Once a day, Rose can lose a set amount of height for that day, and she gets a boon for that day. So at the moment, she's still got that speed boost until like, I'll say probably the next long rest. But yeah, I hope you found that really fun. I found it very fun. It was very good. So we started in the same position as the Patreon stream did and had a completely different story. So that's what I wanted. It was very, very good. So this will be back again next week at the same time. We will continue Rose's journey. And we'll find out about her family curse at some point and see what's going on with that. That's very strange. And eventually invent modern plumbing. Until then, I had fun. I'd like a bit more visuals, like a simple picture of a location you're in or a simple map. Okie dokie, I'll take that in my notes. I'm not sure how we will be able to do that, but I will think about it. Maybe even if I could just put something here that might do something like that. That might be a good idea. Because obviously these aren't very planned, so it's a bit more difficult, but I will think about that. If you have not already, I would highly appreciate it if you could subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the video. That would be lovely. And if you would, if you're on Twitch, I would appreciate it if you could give the channel a follow. That would be lovely, lovely, lovely. And if you would like to support late Miss Rose and her attempts to continue and my attempts to make enough money from streaming that I can call it a part-time job, then you can do that multiple ways. You could, while you're running over to the Patreon to look at all these lovely, lovely notes, you could also just, sign up to the Patreon, where you can get short stories, exclusive streams, merch discounts, and free books. You can also you do YouTube membership, where you can get the exclusive stream, you can get the merch channel, you can get some merch discounts, and you get some emotes. Whenever I come back, I don't know where at a glance you are. I'd have to read, but sometimes the information isn't even on screen. That's why I'm talking about visuals. You could prepare a skeleton, generic pictures, a cave, a forest, a village. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. It's a good idea. Thank you for the suggestions. You could go to the Kofi, where if you like my emotes, you could you could ask me to draw some emotes for you for some money for the services. And there's some small audiobooks as well of some of the short stories I've written. Last but not least is the merch store that will be closing tomorrow for a temporary amount of time, and after then will not be delivering to the EU because of stupid rules. I don't know when it will reopen. It's just a case of when I figure things out and when I get time to do it, but I need to make sure it's closed before things get ordered, just unfortunately. So get your orders in for ebooks, first edition copies of books that I've written, bookmarks, keyrings, t-shirts, and notebooks, stickers, and a very soft pillow. Hello, Pasta Parade. I'm really sorry. I'm actually rounding up right now. If you are interested in what we've been doing today, please give the channel a cheeky follow and come back next week for the continued adventures of Rose, the human warlock, the warlock of chat, who took out 2 goblins today. I'm so proud of her. Until then, I will be back tomorrow, where we will be attempting once more Library of Ruiner. Can we finish it tomorrow? Maybe. We might actually be able to. So tune in for what might potentially be the finale. Until then, I had fun. I hope you had fun. This has been Briony Rose Smith, live in the Forbidden Library. Good.